Thank you, Tammy, for being with me. Great to see you, my friend. I'm anxious to hear your
Hi.
thoughts about this case, what is happening. Of course, the big witness on the stand right now, Jack Brophy. He's the father of the victim in this case. How do you think he's doing so far?
I think he's giving great testimony considering his age and the fact that he has to use headphones. He's answering questions that are being asked of him slowly, meticulously, and he's coming across as someone who has a lot of credibility, given the fact that he is just being casual, especially whenever we heard him testify about what was on the van and how he was talking about it similar to the logo that was on his shirt. I thought that type of testimony the jury pays attention to because it was just casual, it was natural, and it was very conversational, which then shows that that witness has a lot of credibility.
Right, and I'm reading through some of the notes. We have a producer, of course, inside the courtroom, Tammy, and you're right. The jury's leaning in. They're taking notes about what he's testifying to. Even when he was cracking a couple of jokes, they were laughing along with him is what we're seeing here. So definitely relating to him. And he revealed a lot of interesting facts so far in the case about the relationship between Dan and Nancy, of course, that he loaned them $50,000 and another gift of $2,000, I believe he said. And like you said, gave them the van. That van is so important because from opening statements, Tammy, we know that the authorities were able to track what they say is this van in the area of the crime scene the morning Dan was found murdered. So he's really a key witness to help build the timeline and also point the finger at his ex-daughter-in-law. How contentious do you think that may be inside the courtroom?
I think it's going to get very contentious, because of the fact there's so much at play here. And it's like the jury is leaning in, listening to what's next, what's going to happen, and what testimony is going to be revealed. And I think that what's going to happen is the defense has a great opportunity to cross-examine all of these witnesses to try to raise some doubt, which, as we know, if that very high burden of beyond a reasonable doubt is not met, the prosecution has failed to prove their case. So I think that the contentiousness of the various witnesses is definitely something that the jury is going to be paying attention to.
And I want to garner your thoughts on how the cross may go of this type of a witness. We did see yesterday the mother of the victim, Karen Brophy. She was on the stand and offered testimony. How would you anticipate the cross, if you were in the courtroom, to go of the father today?
I think whenever we're talking about a witness of this age, he's 86 years old. The jury's paying attention to that. The fact that he has to use headphones to listen and hear the questions being asked of him, they're taking that into consideration. So if there's any type of cross-examination where it's almost like beating him down or badgering him, the jury is paying attention to that because they also already are paying attention to how laid back he is, how credible of a witness he is. So cross-examination should treat him gently to elicit the type of testimony that they want to get out of him without making it seem like they're beating up on an old man.
Tammy Allison, great to have you along this evening so much. We're going to take a break because we're going to take you back inside the courtroom. After this, we're going to listen to the legal arguments between the attorneys and the judge and whether or not this prosecution is able to ask the father of the victim more insights about the relationship between his son, the victim Dan, and his wife Nancy. Stay with us here on 4 TV.